Good evening, everyone. It is March 15th, 2023. We're going to briefly go over what we had today, and then we can get into the bigger picture and then narrow that down to what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Now, last night, what I had said was that I was thinking that the weekly point of control it shifted at the end of that session, and it looked like we had our distribution, and I was looking for a move into weekly VWAP, if not the 3980s. I did not think we would get some crazy linear sell-off during Globex like we did. Coming into the open, what I was looking at was it appeared that we had the shorts had covered for the large part, and we are opening on a gap. I shorted that gap close, the range gap close, and for the rest of the session, we largely stayed below that yesterday's low of the day and held that balance lows around 3970s. And in the very end of the day, we had a nice ramp above there, just kind of squeezed whoever was trying to sit on this, and then just an inability of buyers to get over. And then one final short squeeze occurred, and we closed right at the high of the day, I believe, to the tick. So ended with a high close. So that's how I looked at today, and that chart actually looks very much so like an accumulation chart. I want to just post that for a second. Let's take a look here. Let me just get that open for you guys. I think you should be able to see that. This looks very similar to your classical Wyckoff sort of accumulation schematic. Making a short-term low, making a high, and then kind of trading within there, getting that spike up above resistance, testing it again with the narrowing of ranges, and then breaking out higher. That's happening right now. Now that's on a smaller time frame. I want to go out and zoom out to the bigger time frame. I'm not usually one to draw these trend line things, but it is important to note that we are trending up. We're making higher lows, and we are trending down on this time frame, making lower highs. So it appears that the ranges are tightening, which, let's be honest, it's not the worst thing in the world, and not too surprising now that we're done with CPI and PPI, and we just have the Philly manufacturing and unemployment tomorrow pre-market, and Friday being OPEX. It's not too surprising that we're getting some sort of compression of range now that the big news events are done. So looking at this compression of range. Now, as we look at this, let's take some notes here. The monthly has insufficient accumulation as of now. The monthly point of control may end up shifting towards 3950s, but like I said yesterday, that's far too close to monthly VWAP for me to consider it genuine accumulation. If we do get a point of control shift on the monthly around that 3895 area, that to me will be the signal that, okay, we can break out of this balance around 3975. We can break out of that. We can probably get to yearly VWAP, that white number here at 4014, and we can start targeting this prior monthly point of control around 4055. So that's what I'm waiting for right now, is to see where that monthly point of control shifts. Do we get one around the 3880s or 90s, whatever it is, and can we then break out of balance? But for now, I'm looking at this as a fade. I'm looking at this as insufficient accumulation on that time frame, which to me means insufficient accumulation to get a genuine move and hold above this balance. I could very well be wrong, but that's just how I'm seeing it. Furthermore, the weekly is stuck in this balance, and the weekly VWAP is around the halfback on the week. Halfback on the week being 0.0675. Weekly VWAP is trading around 39.15, 39.13. So only a few points off of that in a 100-ish point balance. So VWAP being around halfback, it's not really indicative of accumulation either. Just none of this is really signaling to me that we're having some sort of major accumulation occurring right now. So that's how I'm largely seeing this for now. On the daily, was that accumulation at the lows per that Wyckoff schematic? I'm not sure. It could have also just been simply sellers unable to break the balance lows, which resulted in a nice short cover into the close, giving us that spike into the close, much like how yesterday we had that as well. I just want to pull that up. Sellers unable to break the lows repeatedly, and then we get that ramp run. Whoever stops, whoever was repeatedly sitting on this around previous day's low, run their stops. Buyers again, shorts sitting on this, yet unable to get lower, and then we get that final ramp into the close. Now we're just trading above that. Shorts are just jammed around here, in my opinion. So the general view that I'm taking again is that the monthly has insufficient accumulation, so I'm looking to be a short seller. The weekly is stuck in this balance from 38.75 ish, whatever, 38.70, 75, whatever you want to call it, up to about 39.75 ish, whatever you want to call it, this kind of 100-point range. So we're stuck in that balance with the weekly VWAP around weekly halfback and the daily just unable to break those balance lows. And now this, quote, buying is to me likely just shorts unable to break balance lows, and instead we're just getting these non-initiative buying into the close. This volume and this we're seeing on our charts of these green candles, to me, is just really shorts covering, not really genuine bidding occurring, not accumulation occurring, which will send us further up. So, with all that long preamble, that whatever that is, a 6-minute preamble, how am I looking to trade this? Well, not so different than what I had yesterday. Still looking to get long below 34. I think we will likely come into this January low if we break these lows. I would like to be short 75s. However, I'm unlikely to get an opportunity to do so, as I would like VWAP to be below there, and it's unlikely VWAP is below there and gives me an opportunity to short 75s. I would like to be short 06s, right around settlement lows. That halfback on the week is sitting there. I would like to be long 28s if we do gap up like we are right now. I simply believe, again, that we have shorts trapped underneath, and that is a nice previous day's high and previous day's close both coming in there. So I think we've got plenty of shorts trapped under there. So I would like to be long there. Above, looking to be short 51 quarter. This is where we had the weekly point of control set, and we also had some nice, it clearly showed itself as a nice level during the overnight as well, during last night. And then again, looking to be short right around, right at monthly VWAP, so either 62s or 64s, depending on RTH or the full external trading hours. This is if the monthly POC shifts, it likely will shift at 39.50s. So again, too close to monthly VWAP, so looking for a fade, and then looking for a short of 72s if we poke above and then fail. So essentially breaking out of this high time frame balance, coming back below, and I'll be a short seller off of settlement highs at 72s. Just kind of funny that that Monday sell-off was off of Friday settlement highs, and now it looks like we may have an opportunity to short Thursday off of Tuesday's settlement. Anyway, above there, it's still looking to be short at all of these levels. This needs an update here as the prices have moved down slightly. But anyway, still looking to trade this just the same as I was yesterday. For the most part, not looking to be a buyer until we get down into those 38.30s or if we get a gap close trade. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. That's the way I'm looking at this for now. Could very well be wrong. Could very well get a ripper. Who knows? This will likely be updated to Twitter pre-market, so look out for that. Have a great night and trade safe.